Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to get right into it, talking about the Arizona Coyotes and the situation, potentially moving to Salt Lake City. So from John here, I continue to hear April 18th is the day Gary Bettman will make the announcement on the Coyotes being sold to Ryan Smith and the team moving to Salt Lake City. All indications are this is the only option. All the wheels are in motion for the purchase and transfer of assets. That's from today as I'm recording this video. Craig Morgan, who is probably the most reliable, close source to the Arizona Coyotes, saying, I'm fully expecting one more plot twist in this Coyotes saga. I'm told recently that I just might write a book when this is all finished. His response, it would read like fiction. So clearly there's more crazy to happen. I mean, April 18th is next Thursday, I believe. So we're about under a week away from that potential date. And yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, it's kind of crazy some of the stuff I've seen personally, just in terms of like the promises that have been made from the Coyotes organization themselves, some of the tweets, some of the media interaction, and just like certain sources coming out with different theories. But just overall, and I've kind of been saving different things, like Spit and Chicklets had Craig Morgan on. They were talking about Glendale, like how it didn't work, how a 12-year lease. I mean, just so many things that were thrown out there and being offered. And the Coyotes just, I mean, Alex Murillo, like you have a way out here, right? Like, I look at, and I saw this one tweet, and I've already talked about this on the channel, is you bought the Coyotes for what, $300 million, somewhere around there, 3-4, and then you look at the NHL offering $1 billion and then potentially flipping it for 1.2, 1.3 billion. That's crazy. Like Ryan Smith, Utah Jazz owner, potentially a Utah NHL team, like I'll just say it, like crazy guy ready to freaking run it, right? Like I just, to me personally, like some of this stuff has been crazy because of Ryan Smith. Like he put out the tweet asking fans to submit a name for the team. And I do want to go through that. Clutch Points talked about the Eagles, talked about the Yeti, talked about the Hive. I've seen the Utah Grizzlies. They're, I think, a minor team. So like the NHL team would have to buy them out. But I mean, oh my God, this tweet, this logo slaps so hard. I tweeted it out. I was like, man, that logo with that color would be crazy. I'd love to see that in the NHL. Shout out to The Athletic. They also put it out talking about whether it's like the Yeti, Stag, Golden Eagles, Salt Lake City, like Saints, Pioneers, the Beehive State. So whether it could be like the Hive or Stingers. I mean, Salt Lake Stingers is already a baseball team. That would be cool. The Hive, I wonder. I'm thinking in terms of animal. I think the two cooler ones would be either the Grizzlies or the Golden Eagles. The Golden Knights already exist. Golden Eagles, I think it'd be pretty sweet. So guys, comment down below what team name you think the Utah Salt Lake City team should be, but I'm probably on the vibe of Golden Eagles or Grizzlies if you can buy out the Grizzlies. But yeah, so just talking about the team for next year, what moves they could make just to be great right off the bat. I've talked about this. If you want to be a successful team, whether it's through expansion or relocation, you have to have obviously a great barn to play in, great location with entertainment around it, and then third, just have a great team off the bat or an entertaining team right off the bat. The Golden Knights checked all three of those boxes, and look at the success that they've seen. Obviously, Seattle has been close to that, but the Golden Knights was just basically the most ideal situation. So you see all these fans online. I mean, I'm thinking you make some big trades. Like if Clayton Keller wants out, those are the rumors right now. There's been rumors out there that players for the Coyotes, they do not want to play in Utah. They do not want to play in Salt Lake City. So if those rumors are true, you make some blockbusters maybe. I mean, these are just fun ones that have been thrown out there. Maybe you go after a Jordan Kyrou, but again, probably unrealistic. But Clayton Keller going to the Blues would be his hometown. So maybe you get competitive. Trevor Lewis, I was doing the research. The one guy, the Utah represent, maybe there's something there just to sign him, kind of like the Golden Knights did with Derek England. So that's a shout as well. But I did want to pull up some examples here. So I think there was one here. Yeah, strong start in Utah. And again, you don't make anything too crazy, but you sign maybe like Elias Lindholm and try to have a playoff team right off the bat. And you never know. New city, new fans. Maybe it's enough to spark some of these players. But in my opinion, I think if you're Utah, if you're Ryan Smith, if this ends up happening, you've got to start like not super fresh, but like, sure, run it with Cooley, run it with Dylan Guenther. But I think some of these core guys, like you should just start fresh, because I think if you want to start young with Cooley and Guenther, make those guys the core guys. I think they're good enough to run a team. Like, I think Cooley's going to be a number one center. Gunther can be a top line forward long term. I think then you have all these guys from Schmaltz to Keller. Maybe you keep Keller, but Schmaltz has been in trade rumors for so long. I feel like you look to trading the guy. And then maybe you look at guys that need to change of scenery, like a Trevor Zegras in Anaheim. So I like these possibilities. Maybe you make a big splash in free agency, try to sign like a Reinhart or Gensel. Again, do they want to play in Utah? Who knows? But I mean, guys, you could have a fun time on Cap Friendly Armchair GM and just go to the website and see all these potential names and teams and what they could do. Like, look at some of these moves that they make. I mean, so give me your thoughts, guys. I went through it. I mean, there's also the I would say 180 that Craig Morgan's talking about, and maybe it doesn't end up being Utah. I mean, or maybe another team comes quickly after, and Arizona ends up coming back in the league within a couple of years or a few years through expansion and joins Houston to make a 34-team NHL team. So, yeah, we'll see, guys, or NHL League, I should say. So give me your thoughts, guys. Utah Roadrunners. I mean, there's already a Roadrunners team, AHL, but again, you just keep throwing the names out there. So I wanted to see one more like blockbuster. Make Utah's first team exciting. Just go after Marner. Yeah, okay. Let's see one more that's realistic. Utah Coyotes. I mean, getting Linus Ullmark, I've seen a couple people throw that out there. That Ryan Smith, again, he's going to be very eager, very aggressive, and he could maybe go after like a legit starting goalie and a legit maybe star center to go with Clayton Keller potentially, and then Logan Cooley and Gunther rip it up on the second line. Again, there's so many things I could just ramble on about here, guys, but at the end of the day, this tweet and the John tweet, this is the key part of what I wanted to kind of address here, and I mean, that's less than a week away, so stay tuned, guys. I'll actually be on the road. You guys check my Twitter, check the YouTube. I'll be in a U.S. city, big time, probably pretty close to Utah, so look out for that. And, yeah, I'll just say it. Vegas, baby. See you guys soon. Lots of love. Cheers.